Hello everyone, my name is Vince. Welcome to Yin Yoga. For this class, you'll need props like bolsters and blocks. Please come into a comfortable seated position. Try to close your eyes. You will only experience in life what you notice. You will only appreciate what you notice. You will only be thankful for all the graces and blessings once you're able to recognize them, once you are conscious of them, once you are aware. So gratitude follows appreciation. What we focus on grows. So as we try to turn inwards, as we try to bring ourselves in the present moment in gratitude, we ask ourselves, how many benefits in our life did you not need to personally create, but are able to use and enjoy? A lot of things we take for granted. But a lot of things right now are going right for us. We always see what is wrong, what is negative. But really, despite everything, the world is on our side. Paving the way for all our aspirations, our dreams to flourish and come true. Especially if our dreams will benefit the whole human race. We see around us what thrives are all of these things that help other beings thrive. That's where goodness comes from. Goodness is our alignment with our Creator, who just wants good things for us. I know that these are all hard to really understand and accept with all the craziness happening around us. But really, in life, everything is hard to understand while they are happening. And we can only understand them after, upon introspection and reflection. You may wish to set an intention for your practice. Why did you press that play button? What is the health outcome? The mind outcome? The heart outcome that you desire in this mindfulness practice? We'll come into our first pose. We'll place the soles of our feet in front of us. We can move our hips back. If there's a big gap in between the knees and your mat, you can place props like pillows, bolsters, and then try to place props in front of you to support your forehead, your body, as we slowly and carefully fold forward. First, supported by our hands, and then see if you can come down on your forearms. You don't need to pull, you don't need to push. And then try to fill the gaps in between the feet, the legs, and your head and body with props for support. Notice how this gives you that stress on the inner legs, on the hips, as well as tension in the lower back, middle back, the shoulders. Just try to fully surrender and let go. What can you notice? What can you be aware of and conscious of in the present moment? Every sensation, every element of the present moment, once we miss it, is forever gone. But every moment that we capture, every element, every sensation that we are conscious of stays with us. Even those thoughts, those feelings, our life can change even in just one moment. Not only through external factors, but also through internal insights, learnings, desires. We don't change our lives with what we know, with all of the information that is really too much these days. We change our lives through our decisions, through choice, by exercising our power in each present moment. Not necessarily the aggressive, assertive power, the power that most of us know, but through the power of stability, serenity, the power that is strengthened within us in our core. The thing is, all houses are built prioritizing a strong foundation. And so it's good to be able to practice mindfulness, grounding, centering, so that we can try to work on that peaceful foundation within us that will not be easily swayed by typhoons, by storms, by externalities. Slowly take an inhale. Slowly walk the hands closer to you. Prop yourself up. Place your hands behind you. Lean back. And then you can try to puff the chest up You can try to bring the shoulder blades together. Try to come into a gentle back bend. You can lean back, feel your weight on your hands. Can you remove the prop in front of you? And if you have props under the knees, set them aside for now. Can you try to extend your left leg out to the sides? Can you bring the right foot closer to the inner left thigh? And then can you see if you can try to place your left elbow on the inner left knee? See if you can lean back. See if you need a bit of support to increase height for the arms. Can you lift the right arm up? Maybe you can place the right hand behind the right ear. Try to see if you can lean back, if you can relax. Notice your body and the sensations, like the tension on the side of the body. Some of you would be able to reach your left foot, the left toes with your left hand. Some of you would be able to reach your left toes with the right fingers. Wherever you are, just relax. This might not be for you coming into this half butterfly shape with a lateral side bend. This shape, which is so deep, may not be available to all. Some of you might just need to bend the left elbow, place the left hand behind the left ear, and just keep both hands behind the head. It's not really how deep you go in the poses. It's not how you would look, but how you would feel that is important in this practice. As you stay here, just try to fully listen and hold space. Try to drop any judgments, any attachment. Just notice whatever there is to be noticed in the body, in your heart. Are you giving yourself self-inflicted tension, any unnecessary gripping? You might need additional support. You might need to back off a bit. Just relax and take care of your body. In Yin Yoga, we try to find softness and relaxation. We try to lower the intensity of our whole being, of our whole state of being. You see, our intensity, our emotions, our feelings are expressed in our body through our nervous system. And here we try to relax the nervous system. We try to find kindness and compassion. Slowly take an inhale. Bring your left hand closer to you as you prop yourself up. Raise the right arm up. Place the right hand behind you. Lean on that right hand. Lean on the right shin, the right knee, as we slowly lift the hips up and raise the left arm. Point the left hand behind you. Feel that long line of energy from the toes of the left foot to the fingers of the left hand. On your next breath, slowly lift the left arm. Place the hips on the mat. Can you guide your right foot and right knee? Place that right knee on top of the left leg. You are coming into our half shoelace pose. If you need to, you can try to place props in between the knees, or you can support the right knee, and then we'll slowly fold forward and down. Notice the decompression in the lower back, particularly the sides of the spine. Notice the stress at the back of your left leg. If it's too much for you, you can place a rolled up blanket or a bolster under the left knee. So feel free to bend that left leg if needed. And then try to place props to support your body. You can place a pillow or a bolster in between your belly, chest, and right thigh. You can place a block under the head, or maybe just rest your head, your chin on top of your hands. Notice how these full body stretches feel. Imagine moving your left heel away from you. Notice how we're able to stretch the whole backside of your body. If we stay too long in an imbalanced situation, the universe gets back to us, and usually it's in the form of consequences to our health, like illness, like sickness. These ways to balance our lives. A lot of times when we are feeling sick, the prescription is to rest, to try to rest our overstimulated body and system. Because in resting, healing happens. So try to give yourself permission to take that rest in this practice. Resting in awareness. Resting does not mean not doing anything. Resting means engaging oneself in less strenuous activities so that we can refresh, recuperate, reignite, be more inspired, more creative, and more motivated physically, emotionally, mentally. Just like all of our mechanical objects, they also need to be charged and plugged. When they overheat, they need to be turned off. And then after, they will work perfectly well. As you rest here in awareness, try to be conscious and aware. Take an inhale. Slowly walk the hands closer to you. Can you place your right hand behind you? Place the left hand on top of the right knee. We come into a twist. Just relax here in this gentle twist. If you need to adjust, feel free to do so. If placing that right leg on top of the left leg is not comfortable in this twist due to your body shape, you can just feel free to place the right foot beside you. Try to notice if there's any pinching sensation on the neck. You can back off. Try to see if you can elongate the spine. You don't want to be slouching. There's no energy of doing here in this twist. Just relax the face, relax the neck. Breathe into each sensation. Just relax here. Stay still. Cherish the quiet practice. Cherish this time of relaxation. We give our muscles a break. We give our sympathetic nervous system a break. What we are trying to strengthen are the deeper aspects of our body. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, we'll slowly face towards the left leg. Can you try to swing that right leg beside you? Place the right ankle beside the right hip. Can you place props behind you? The higher you are, the more accessible this half saddle pose will be. For the first timers, you can bend your left knee, step the left foot on the mat. And then place the hands behind you. See if you can come down on your forearms, on the pillows and props behind you. If the right knee is flying off the mat, you can place a block. Try to make sure that your buttocks are touching the mat. You can move the bolsters higher to give space if needed. And then bring the arms out to the sides or up and overhead. If it's too high, you can reduce. If it's too low, you can increase or add. Arms can be out to the sides or up and overhead. Try to notice if you feel stable. If your left knee is bent, left foot is on the mat, you can slide the left heel away from you. If there's any pain, especially on the inner right foot, you can try to place a blanket, a towel to try to support your bones. Take care of your joints. Notice here the stress on the right ankle, the knees. Notice how we're releasing the lower back, how we're giving you stress in front of the right thigh. Notice the breath, notice the body. And slowly we'll come out of this pose, falling towards the left side. We extend the right leg
And then we gently make our way to lie down on our back. Remove the prop from behind you. We just rest here for a few moments. Bring the right arm up. Bend the knees. Allow the knees to fall on the right side. Come into a fetal position. And use your left hand. Slowly push your body to come up. Can you extend your right leg out to the sides? Can you place the sole of your left foot on the inner right thigh? Can you place your right elbow on the inside of the right knee, or maybe you can place a bolster, and then bring the left arm up. You can place the left hand behind the left ear. Try to lean back. See if your right hand can reach for the right toes or the inner right foot. You don't have to go too deep here if it's not available to you. Just accept what the body is giving you and try to relax. If your right hand is not reaching the right foot, you can just bend the right elbow, place the right hand behind the right ear. See if your right heel can move further away from you. See if your left hand can try to reach for the toes of the right foot. Notice your breath. It's good to be aware of the patterns, aware of what is depleting us, what energizes us. It's good to be truthful with how we feel. So even in this poses, we are practicing this truthfulness. That's why it's called a yoga practice. It's a practice for the real yoga that happens in our lives, where this mindfulness, the skillful adjustments that we are learning need to be really applied. It's good to determine where you are in the learning curve of your life. Each stage is a new stage in our lifetime. And what got us to where we are now may not necessarily take us to where we want to go. So it's good to do a sanity check, to be honest in our lives. Slowly, we're going to bring the arms closer to us as we prop ourselves up. We're going to place the left hand behind us. We're going to place our weight on the left shin, the right heel. We're going to lift the hips up as we try to point the right hands behind us and feel this nice stretch on the opposite side of our body, the right side. Feel that long line of energy from the right toes to the right hand. On your next breath, bring the right arm up. Slowly sit on the mat again. And can you guide the left leg? Place the left ankle over the right leg and to the right side of the right hip. Place that left knee on top of the right. You can place props as support, like bolsters under the left thigh or in between the knees. And then have your prop ready to support your chest, your head as you fold forward towards the extended right leg. Feel the stretch on the whole back of your body. Notice everything that you can notice, not necessarily placing importance on any detail, not requiring any level of thinking, rationalizing, or analysis. Just being aware and conscious of how the present moment is unfolding. Everything that is happening within, everything that is happening outside. Try to relax and soften the hands, the arms, the shoulders. Try to relax the neck, the face. Notice how, as we allow your spine to round, how we're giving space in between each vertebrae, each ligament of your spine. The space where healing can take place, where washing can take place, where hydration can take place. All of us are blessed with the power of choice. We have that ability to write the story of our own life. We remind ourselves as we stay here that we are not powerless, that through the choices that we make every moment, through our focus, we can try to tap into the abundance of the world. The universe is unlimited. Our creativity is limitless. Our mind, our imagination, our intellect. Just like time, what we can do with our time is unlimited. And the more that we are deliberate, the more that we focus, the more that we are clear on how we want to do and be, the more that we can maximize the time, the space, the life that we are blessed in. We have more graces and blessings than we ever realize, especially when we do not bring our consciousness into all of these blessings of abundance within us and around us. Place your hands beside you. We'll slowly roll ourselves up We'll place our left hand behind us, the right hand on top of the left knee as we gently come into a twist. You can gaze towards the left shoulder. Do a checkpoint how you feel in this moment of silence. How you're able to bring balance from all the noise around us. How you're able to put things together within to counter all the brokenness outside, all the divisiveness outside. To try to allow ourselves to settle and relax. On your next breath, we'll slowly try to face towards our extended right leg. We'll place bolsters, pillows behind us. Gently swing the left leg to the side so that the left ankle is on the left side of your thigh. For first-timers, you can bend the right knee, step the right foot on the mat. Place your hands behind you. See if you can slowly come down. See if you can rest. Find stability and support on that prop behind you. Your buttocks resting on the mat. Once you feel that stability, you can bring the arms out to the sides or up and overhead. You can slide the right heel away from you. There is so much good happening around us. In people around us. In nature. It's just that our consciousness a lot of times are focused on what is wrong. There's so much people helping other people in the hospitals, even in the grocery, the supermarket. Try to also bring your awareness to what is good. There are also bright spots in our life. Sometimes we blame other people, especially those closest to us, parents, siblings, for how bitter we feel. But if we blame them for the negativity that we are feeling within, we should also blame them for all the goodness in us. Sometimes people around us, they are playing the roles that they are meant to play in our lives, to try to keep us driven, motivated, strong. Sometimes when I have these chats with other friends who want to quit in life, in their jobs, what keeps them there are their responsibilities, the financial needs. So sometimes we dread these problems, but these problems are really what make us stronger, what sharpen us, what makes us better. We'll slowly come out of this pose, falling towards the right side, gently extending our left leg, And then making our way to lie down on our back. Just relax the spine, relax the legs, those areas that we worked on. Feel the flow of energy and prana. Can you bend your knees and hug the knees to your chest? Can you please bring your arms out to the sides? And we'll gently allow the knees to come down on the right side. You can place more props to support your legs. You can keep your arms out to the sides or up and overhead. You can gaze towards the left shoulder, towards the ceiling, wherever it feels comfortable. Just try to relax, try to soften. Twisting, bending, these are all good ways to try to remove the deposits, to try to improve circulation and allow us to soak deeply and stress the parts of our body that we rarely use, to try to untangle those deep connective tissues so we regain our range of motion and we reduce stiffness in our body. Notice how the nervous system has shifted into its calmer self. Notice how when you are calm, how the nervous system expresses this serenity externally through our body language. When you observe people, you'll notice just by observing them, if they are agitated, if they are calm, if they have this solid foundation like a house, or that easily agitated, easily swayed, easy to react demeanor that is dependent so much on what happens externally. So it's very unpredictable, very volatile. That's why it's important to try to cultivate this peace and happiness within. For that stability that is not based on what happens externally, but based on choice, on a decision to be happy and at peace, whatever arises beyond our control. Notice your breath. Notice the body. Everything happens for a reason. Everyone around us, including ourselves, are just human. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Slowly bring the arms beside you And very, very gently bring the knees back to center and then hug the knees to the chest. A gesture of loving kindness and gratefulness for our body. Slowly allow the knees to come down on the left side. You can support your knees with props. Placing props under the knees or in between the knees. Arms can just be on the sides like a letter T or up and overhead. You can gaze towards the ceiling or towards the right shoulder. And just notice your breath. Notice the body. Many times we allow life to just happen to us. How can we allow ourselves to happen to life? Just like by practicing in this present moment, you could have just allowed life to happen by sitting around looking at your phone. Or you can make that choice to do something productive, to love yourself, to take care of yourself. We can allow our nervous system to be stimulated by all the numerous things that happen beyond our control each moment of our day. Or we can choose to just cultivate grounding, serenity, cultivate that peace within. Maybe this is the basis of when people say that peace in the world starts from peace within. Imagine if people just constantly react to each other instead of choosing peace, love, and compassion. Imagine how much more peaceful a household will be. And when there is so much peace in a household that started from peace within, how this peace can spread to relatives, to the community, and cause this ripple effect of peace, kindness, and love. Take a breath. Can you please bring your arms beside you? Can you gently bring the knees back to center, hug the knees to your chest? Can you place a pillow or a bolster under the legs, under the knees as you extend your legs? Place the feet wide apart. Place your arms beside you, palms facing up. We'll take a rest in awareness. We allow our body to heal. Savasana. Take a deep breath and bring awareness, consciousness back. Can you introduce little movements to your fingers and toes? Can you rotate your ankles and wrists? Can you bring your arms up overhead, bring the legs together and point the toes? Give yourself a nice long stretch. Can you please bend your knees, hug the knees to your chest? Can you bring your left arm up? Allow the knees to come down on the left side. Bend your left arm, use your left arm as a pillow. Use your right hand, slowly push your body to come up. We'll face front. Come into a comfortable seated position. Elongate the spine. Bring the chin in a bit. How do you feel? Thank you for allowing me to serve you. It is always an honor. I appreciate you and your time. I wish you an abundance of health, wealth, happiness, peace, love, joy, positivity, all the good things to flow into your hearts, into your homes, into your lives. Please stay safe. Please stay strong. Namaste.